Hello fellas, first of all I welcome you all to our channel. This is Click Wix Code with me SK. This is the very first video of our channel, and this first video we are going to discuss about what is programming and what is coding. Before we jump into the video, I am giving a small introduction about myself and this channel. Well, I am a software developer. In this channel we are going to discuss a lot about tech related contents and grooming technologies with lots of fun. We are going to know about the coding fundamentals and a lot of data structures in the upcoming videos. I'll try to explain it in a clean and simple format as much as possible. Let's learn together and code together and have fun together. Back to the topic. What is programming and what is coding? Well, programming is the process of developing a software application which is used to minimize the human efforts and simplify our task actually, which involves various skills like problem solving, and we need to know about algorithms and logical thinking and debugging and planning, how to solve the problem and how to implement that code into the systems. Programming needs a basic understanding about the software architecture and system design, and more importantly how we are going to implement the future updates and make the software application more scalable and functional in the upcoming days. Before we jump into the coding section, the software development has various sections. The first section is solving the problem and developing an algorithm, developing a flowchart and developing a pseudocode. Then comes the coding part, and then the testing and deployment part. Well, coding is writing instructions in a specific programming languages. Coding is the part of programming but not the entire part. But coding plays a major role in implementing the solution to the machines actually, because the machines only know only zeros and ones. You can ask me, SK, how machines only know zeros and ones, but we are writing the codes in English alphabets and various kind of characters. How come the system knows these kind of things? There comes the translator or a compiler, which plays a intermediate role between the humans and the machines, which translates the human codes into the machine code, which means zeros and ones. This, before the compiler translates the code we return to the machine code, it checks the various rules on that programming language, like the syntax errors and logical errors, checks for these kind of errors, and if the code is clean and error free, it converts the code into the machine code, that is zeros and ones, and executes the instructions and runs it. Developing and writing each instructions, the coding is done. By integrating various functionalities and modules, whole software is developed actually, which is, so programming is to create the whole software which starts from the scratch, like planning to system design and problem solving, while coding is the implementation part actually. Coding does not depend on any programming languages. Its major motto is to implement the solution to the machine. Various programming languages are used for front-end and back-end and database connectivity. For example, for front-end HTML and CSS or any JavaScript libraries like React. For back-end Python, Django framework, and for database management MongoDB or SQL, SQLite, and so on. Well, let's understand what is programming and what is coding in a simpler format by comparing it with the construction of a building of a house. In this, the civil engineer plans the design based on the user requirements and gets approval from the customer and the higher authorities before implementing the project, and assigns the various tasks to the laborers, such as painting jobs for painters and carpenting jobs for carpenters, and so on, and monitors the whole process of the construction of the building. And once the construction of the building is done, and he handover the product, that is the house, to the customer. Like this, the programmers design the whole process of the software development lifecycle and plans on everything, and instructs the coders to code code the solutions and implement the solutions to the machines to get the desired outcomes like this. This is how programmers and coders come together to develop the software applications. Well, this is about what is programming and what is coding. Hope you understood the content. If you do so, kindly like and share it with your friends, and do subscribe for more updates, and see you until next time. Take care.